Our next inductee is from the realm of basketball coaching. As a student at Carrick High School, she developed a great love for sports, participating in basketball, volleyball, and track. And after graduating from the University of Pittsburgh, she carried this love over to teaching and coaching. She has coached tennis, volleyball, soccer, and is currently the head basketball coach at Westinghouse High School. In her 18 seasons at the house, she has won 7 City League championships and compiled a record of 349 wins and 133 defeats. Her passion for coaching is reflected in the over 25 ex-players working professionally in teaching, coaching, or community service agency. Among her coaching and community service awards are the 2000 National Coach of the Year by the National Women in Sports Foundation and runner-up Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Sportswoman of the Year. Would you welcome, please, our next 2010 inductee, Phillis Jones.
I'd like to say good evening to everyone, and I just want to say thank you to my Lord and personal Savior for this award. I too would like to thank the Western Pennsylvania chapter of the Hall of Fame for this nomination and this award, but also for William Dapper, a former principal of mine who nominated me for this award. I'd really like to thank him. He's not here this evening, but we'll keep him in prayer and thank him for that. I'd like to congratulate all the awardees or the honorees who are up here on this dais, because I don't feel as though, I feel as though they are such honorees. I can't believe I'm up here with them. I too, as everyone's speaking of their spouse and so forth, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my husband, Dr. Jones. He's really, he's been a blessing to me in my life. He does know that coaching is one of my passions, and we have 3 beautiful young girls, young ladies, young daughters, and when they were babies or when they were younger, he would take on the responsibility that I should have been taking on, but I was out there on the coaching field, coaching court, and I just want to thank him for that, because he really is a blessing in my life. Like I said, I have 3 young, not young daughters, my oldest turned 21 yesterday, so I still think of them as young. But I have 3 beautiful daughters who have, they're my #1 fans. Every game that we have, they're there cheering us on. Sometimes the referee even has to tell them to be quiet. So I really appreciate them. I have my family. I would be remiss without mentioning my family. I have 7 brothers and 2 sisters. I also have a twin brother, Phillis. And of course, that's why I'm in sports. With all those brothers and a twin, I was following him around everywhere he went, and we were right there together, and I thank him for helping me out in my life with that. I would like to thank the Pittsburgh Public School System where I work, in Westinghouse High School, one of the #1 faculty and staff there. They're main supporters of our team. They follow us, they support us, and I really appreciate them, because some of the faculty and staff is here this evening, and I thank you for coming out with us. I would be remiss without thanking my church family, the Bodmin Street Baptist Church. I really appreciate all those who came out. Also supporters, every time I go to church, well, every Sunday just about, they're there. Whenever we win games, they're there in my corner. Whenever we lose games, they're telling me, keep your head up, you can still do it. I was going to tell the story that how I got into coaching. I really wanted to be a top basketball player. I wanted to be the #1 basketball player, and I went to the University of Pittsburgh, and I tell you, I quickly got schooled by a young lady by the name of Debbie Day Lewis. But I went to that walk-on tryout. She schooled me. When I came out of that that tryout, I said, nope, I'm not going to be able to play basketball. But since I can't play basketball, I'll be the best coach that I ever can be. And that's what got me into coaching. I'd like to thank my assistant coaches and my former players and my players. My former players don't realize what they've done for me as well as what I've done for them. one of the tricks that I did with them when my girls were younger, I would say, hey, you gotta watch our kids tonight, you know, and they would babysit them. And then they would come, after they were done babysitting them, they would say, Coach, I don't think I want to have any kids anytime soon. And I would go around the corner going, yes, it worked. So I really appreciate all my former players and my present players now, because they've really been very inspirational in my life. And as it said, I have a lot of players that come back, and I think that speaks a lot when they want to come back into the gym and they want to be coaches and they want to help, and it's really a blessing on their part, and I really appreciate them. I also would just like to say that the fact that I went to Carrick, which was blue and gold, attended the University of Pittsburgh, which is blue and gold, and now I teach at Westinghouse High School, the colors are blue and gold. So I feel as though if I would ever have if ever I would bleed, I think I would bleed blue and gold. Because I've been around those colors all my life, and I'm proud of that as well. But I would like to say one thing to the spouses of coaches and players here tonight. I think I'd just say to you, thank you very much for hanging in there with us, because I know it's an awesome task. God bless all of you. Thank you.